Alright, this is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Level 3 walkthrough. So we pick it up after Shredder has kidnapped Splinter. And we get to drive the turtle van, which is awesome. Guess it's also called the party wagon, but I don't really remember that from when I was a kid. The good news is we got an item here, so a secondary weapon. Because these guys with the flying heads are obnoxious to beat. It's best to use Donatello when you get a chance, otherwise the head comes at you pretty fast and you normally can't defeat the head without it coming back and hitting you. So they've changed villain packages here, so now we have the bat things that fly up with the firemen instead of the flying head guys. So that's kind of a break. But we want to get ready with our special item here. Luckily the fireman is walking away from us. Normally the head flying guy hits you right away and it's very obnoxious. We just take out the little firelings that come off of him. These dive bomber things are really annoying. They kind of cut through. We gotta tried to back up but didn't quite make it, and this is going to be a recurring theme. We hit our head and don't make the jump, so there's going to be a lot of that going on. So we left this piece of pizza. You kind of want to debate whether or not you want to pick that up now or wait till you can get it on your way out to refresh after the battles. But they've changed villain packages again, so now we have the head flying guys, so I can show you how obnoxious they are. So we climb up and instantly get bum rushed, and gotta take him out. Even with the items, we take a bunch of hits. The balloon bird bomb droppers are a lot easier to deal with than the bats coming at us. Oh, we get some boomerangs. So we get our jump down, and now we can have the full pizza. And we continued with Leo having taken a bit of a beating, so we'll switch it up. But with the head flying guys coming up, we're just gonna switch it out, share a little boomerang so we can give him to Leo now that he's at full health, and use him to finish off when we need to get our missiles to get past our barricades that are coming up on the level. So the boomerangs obviously work much easier. And for anytime there's a little gap like that, you can just walk. If you try to jump, you end up jumping into the hole instead of over the hole, so you can just walk right over it and you won't fall in. So now we've got to get out the same way we came in, but we're not going to worry about fighting these guys. We're just going to let them fall off the edge there, and then they're gone. So when we picked up the missiles, that gave us 10. So that's going to be enough to get us all the way to where we need to go. So we'll just hop back in the turtle van here. We want to just let the rolly car go off screen so it disappears. We hit that. We're going to use a missile on this guy. You don't have to, but you will have 2 to spare if you don't use it on that guy. And then we want to get to the left to avoid that guy. I'll show you what's in these 2 doors after we go through the initial fight. Again, we let the car roll off so we don't have to fight it. It's a recurring theme. We'll just shoot this guy for no particular reason, just for the heck of it. And while this barricade's up, we're just gonna shoot with our A cannon here and take out the rolly car. It'll save us a missile or some hits. Probably destroy him with the A cannon without taking out, I mean after you take out the barricade, but it's just easier and safer. Alright, so we want to make sure that our A cannon gets off the screen, so then we can fire a missile and it'll destroy the rolly car, and we follow the missile fast enough and it'll also take out the barricade. We just kind of hide from this guy. You can just run over the foot soldiers. You don't have to shoot them. It's just a little bit easier. And trying to align yourself properly to shoot the guys. So, and then we'll finish this last guy off with a missile. So that leaves us with one spare missile. And we're gonna, this is where we need to be. Trying to get ready for some of the head flying guys. The giant fleas kind of hit me. Finish these guys off with the boomerangs. And we want to switch back to a regular weapon because we're going to have the balloon dropping guys. And then back to the boomerangs. If you can, you want to kind of line yourself up off center on this so you can jump off the ladder. And I'll show you why in a second. You got those two bats coming up at you and you want to get off that ladder as fast as possible before they hit you. Now, right there and all the way through here, you want to do just little tap jumps. And then you can walk across there, because the first jump you'll hit your head and you'll fall in the river. And then all these subsequent jumps, you have to do the little jump so you can attack. If you do the big somersault, you can still try to attack, but you're normally not lined up properly, and so you'll get hit and then you fall in the water, and it's quite obnoxious. So just let the guys kind of walk into the water. There's no point in fighting them. You want to watch out for the little fire that came off of him. And we'll just walk right off, hit that guy. Line yourself out the back so you can hit the fire thing coming off of it. And even though we've only taken one little point of damage, we're going to grab the whole pizza, because we can just walk back into this hole and get the full pizza, and we'll just power up everybody. So now everyone's ready to go. And we'll switch to Don so we can hit a couple of guys on the other side of this wall. And you can jump over there and hit him, because it's a little annoying to wait all the time, but it will keep you at 100% health. And we run into another guy in the corridor, so it's best to have Don. You can actually, if you move fast enough, you can jump up there without fighting that last fire guy. And then we just gotta move through these ladders. I normally like to change to Raph. He's a little quicker and you get the bomb dropped right on you. Sometimes you can be fast enough to knock that out, and other times it's one of those dive bombers, so having Raph lets you knock that out before he hits you. Again, we'll let this guy walk off, and this is going to put us at the end guy. So we'll switch to boomerangs, and even though I have an item, it's still a pain. This guy just gets right into you. I don't really have a great way of fighting him. I just normally just swing away and basically run through a few turtles. And the same thing, after you defeat the evil turtle, you get the guy in the armor. And the same thing. You might want to try standing to the left, but don't do it. They'll knock you off the building, and then you'll have to start all over from the beginning. So that's how you get past level 3. Now, beating the final guy is so much easier if you have ninja scrolls. And if you want to see how easy that is, you can just jump ahead to about 22:19 of the video. Otherwise, I'm going to take you through where all the other doors, and we're going to start on the map on the upper right hand corner, and I'll show you not only what's in some of these, but where the ninja scrolls are. And so this is basically the exit. You can't make that jump, which would be great if you could, because then you wouldn't have to mess with that whole first building we went into. So, but I'll show you how close you can get here. You can just almost make it. So it's obnoxious. So you have to make it through that first building so you can get missiles to destroy this barricade, to get into the front door. And you actually have to get out of the turtle van so you can make it across. And here's our front door. Now you kind of want to be careful because you can accidentally exit when you're, you know, attacking up. We'll just switch here. Raffle's starting to get beat up. And to be honest, this is the most useless of all the entrances. So we'll take out the fire guy, and that'll give us access to the whole pizza that's up there. But again, you get bum rushed right away. It's hard to avoid not taking any damage, but we'll get Raph all filled up, even though now Leo's taking kind of a beating. And we'll just run to the end and quickly get down this ladder so we don't have to worry about fighting anybody. And then we just want to avoid the fire guy jumping back and forth. But we'll switch to Leo because the katanas have a better attack arc. But with the fire guy right there, we want to go to Don so we can take him out quicker. And we'll go back to Leo with and do our half jumps. And that'll get us some more missiles, even though we don't need them. I mean, if you want to explore a little bit more, this is, I think, easier to get those missiles than to go through the first building. And one of the annoying things is the foot kind of just gets right underneath your attack. So we'll just run to the turtle van and just run that guy over, because he was very annoying. We'll drive to our next destination, which is going to be the two doors we passed earlier. I'm going to go in here, grab some pizzas. You didn't need to watch that, so we're back in action. And as you notice, we don't have Mike, so you'll see that I have not found any place on this level where you can recover a turtle. And we're just looking for other doorways, even though I don't really see anything on the map. Just want to be sure we didn't miss anything. So that brings us back to the two doors we passed earlier. And the frog guys are super annoying, so luckily we're able to hit him from below and not have to really deal with him. Just wanted to double check to make sure there wasn't something in that little cubby hole. Then if we get all the way against the wall here, and we get lucky, the frog jumps down the staircase. So again, we don't have to fight him. I want to try to keep the fire guys on screen, so hopefully we can knock them out from underneath and they won't respawn. So we got lucky there. And then they give us 4 fire guys, which is obnoxious. So with Don, we're able to take him out with minimal damage. We just check to see if there's another guy on the other side of that. And we hit a little kind of mini boss section there where they lock us out of the stairs, so we had to kill him. This whole level seems to be set up so that you have to take a hit. Kind of couldn't decide who I wanted to take the secondary weapon, so we ended up not grabbing it. But here's where you find some of the ninja scrolls, so you can just go in, grab those. It's a little I mean, both places there are ninja scrolls. It's a little bit of an effort to get to. And we get some ropes, which we'll use on one of the other levels. So if you want to get the ninja scrolls on the other levels, you're going to need ropes. So it's kind of a catch-22. Looks like. They change boss packages on us, so we get the flying head guy there, and we crawl down into the sewer, and there's a whole pizza for us. We just gotta make a little jump over there and grab it, and we just jump up, and now we're back to where we fell, and we missed falling on that thing. So it really wasn't any easier going that way, because you got to make a little bit more difficult jumps. And we'll head to one of the final spots. As you can tell, this was made on a different run, because we have all of the barricades still there. They don't respawn, so once you take them out, they're gone. You don't got to really worry about it. Now with these two, if you can see on the map, we're going to the two bright dots to the middle of the right hand side there. You can't quite squeeze past it, so you do have to use two missiles. And then we get out of the turtle van and take the alleyway. We'll go in the first door we find. And like the building we were just in, this one has two doors side by side, and you can go in either one. This one's really kind of more of what I would call the back door. So it's not quite designed for you to go through this way. And since we let the fire guy walk off the screen, we're not going to have to fight him. Alright, since we have ninja scrolls, we're just going to go ahead and try to use those on the frog guys. Take them out pretty quick. And you can see how tough the frog guys are, because it took 2 ninja scrolls, and the ninja scrolls are the most powerful weapon. And since we had a little bit of a high ground advantage there, we just took out the flying head guy without having to worry about using any items, and we were able to escape without being hit. So we're able to jump over the enemy there, but we land right on a different enemy we didn't see. Kind of waiting for the balloon guy to come back, but he kind of waited for us to get off the high ground there. And then we're just making our jumps. And right there is why you really can't go in the back door. With the flying head man, he knocks us off the building and we fall, but don't really take any damage. We just got to go back to the turtle van and start again. So go on the front door and waste a lot of ninja scrolls, since we just came in the door and got bum rushed. Finish off the guys from up top. And then just head up the ladder. We're almost to the building tops where we fell. We just got to go up that ladder, but grab some missiles. Alright, so back to making the jumps, and that is where we were knocked off. So since we got the ropes previously, we're able to send the ropes off, and when you send the rope out, then you're able to find your ninja scrolls. So if you're looking to load up on ninja scrolls, it's better just to go into that first door. Well, the first sets of doors, that is. I mean, not the first door for this entryway, but the first of the sets of twin doors. So we'll just work our way out. Don't really need to. Probably could have cut it off. I mean, we've already seen the way here by going through the back door, but we'll show you the full in and out. Anyways. This one, you just kind of gotta wait for your window, and jump and run. And that'll get us back out. And that's really all the entryways. So after I show you how to get back to the turtle van, we'll just jump ahead to the end. And this is how you take these guys out with ninja scrolls. And by that I mean super easy. Alright, so you don't really need the ninja scrolls. If you get beat up, it's not gonna matter because there's a lot of pizza right away on the next level, and we'll show you that in our next video. So we'll see you then. Have a good one.